Hello friends and welcome back to the Winter Games. I'm Teti, aka Evilhipi, and for the 6th event of the games, Alpine skiing, runners will be competing against one another in the NES game Slalom, developed by Rare, with music by Donkey Kong Country composer David Wise. Skiers will be making their way down a series of trails on Snowy Hill, with the goal of completing 3 courses before time runs out. The mountains of Slalom are very difficult, so skiers have to work hard just to qualify. Skiers will have 3 attempts to clear the first trail, the qualifying run. If they manage to clear the course before time runs out, they will continue through to the next 2 trails, Cotton Candy and Skid Row. The skier who reaches the end of Skid Row in the shortest amount of time, or who gets the furthest along the trails when the time runs out, is the winner. Of course, there will be plenty of obstacles along the way, from Jerry's to Series of Moguls to Sledders and Snowmen, and of course, the gates themselves. Should be an entertaining time of retro gaming, and let's get into our first run. And here's John of Youbetchastan on the starting gate and going down, and the first thing I have to say is, they put a lot of effort into that butt sprite. Anyway, as John makes his way down this first trail, we'll go over the controls. They're fairly simple. You push left, you go left. You push right, you go right. You push forward, you tuck and stick that wonderful butt sprite right in our faces. And if you hold back, you pizza and slow down. Ooh, clipping a skier there and going for a tumble. The A and B buttons both jump, and that's about it. Dodge that mogul. Jumping over these sets of moguls nicely, and ooh, just managed to keep it inside the gate. Oh, bumping off trees, and down he goes. That skier's catching up. Thankfully, John gets ahead. Oh, bounces off the tree. Narrowly avoids that skier with a nice tuck, and crosses the finish line. 22 seconds remaining. Nice long victory animation. John finishes with a time of 1 minute, 2.88 seconds, and is currently in provisional first place. Let's move on to our next run. Dave of Tierra de los Hermanos Hook on his qualifying run. Here we go. Now Dave seems to be managing a much straighter approach, maintaining a top speed. Jumps over the mogul, doesn't feel like steering, going for a bunny hopping technique. Hugging the right side of the track, bouncing over moguls. Oh, switch over to the left and back to our comfort side, the right. Narrowly avoids a skier and a set of moguls into the tree section. Not hugging the trees as much as John was. Sneaks between the skier, going through the last set of gates and across the finish line. Overly long finishing song. And Dave finishes the first stage of qualifying run with time of 54.04 seconds, moving him ahead of John and into provisional first place. Let's move on to our next run. And here's Sarah of Imperium Ludum, right off the start gate with a nice tuck. Little scoot to the right. Avoids the skiers. Ooh, bounces off that gate. Manages to get inside that gate but hits the skier. Takes a launch off of him, a couple of moguls. Ooh, bumped into by that Jerry. Is hugging the left wall, the anti-Dave strategy. Keeps scooting right back to that left wall and seems to be avoiding most of the kerfuffle. Misses a gate and, well, if this was real skiing, would be disqualified, but just slows you down a little bit. Skating back to the middle. Oop, hugs a tree and ends up on her face. Accelerating towards the end, it was a rough time to break down, but still manages to make it within the necessary time. And Sarah finishes her first run with a time of 1 minute, 1.6 seconds, moving her ahead of John and into provisional second. Up next, we have Felice. Felice of Daisy Baby Bitch Tory. They're on the starting line, and let's go. Oh, moves to the right, clips a gate, but manages to stay up. Accelerating again, we're back on. Oh, they just managed to keep it inside. Bouncing back and forth to avoid. Skates around the mogul. Skates. Come on, this is skiing, not skating. Makes a nice launch off the mogul. Bounces off the skier. You can bounce off the moguls too, it seems. You can get launched, you can get bounced. Oh, misses the gate. All it does is slow you down. Hugs a tree and ends up on their face. Accelerating again. Oh, and hugs another tree. Second time's a charm. Getting up to top speed with that wonderful butt sprite. And manages to finish within the allotted time. And Felice finishes the first stage with a qualifying time of 1 minute, 5.86 seconds, moving them into provisional 4th place. All of our competitors have qualified, so let's move on to the blue square run, Cotton Candy. And here's John of Youbetchastan off the start line. Has learned from the first one, is taking a very nice calm approach from the beginning, getting as much speed as possible. Ooh, looks like the flags are getting tighter. Ooh, hits, goes for a tumble, but stays up. Again, the gates are merely a suggestion. All it does is slow you down. Ooh, but managing to get through most of them and keep a nice top speed, still over 100 kph. Excellent job cutting back and forth. Again, hits a gate but does not go down. Ooh, misses that gate. Little pizza. Oh, bounces off the tree. Avoids the Jerry. Through that real tight gate right there. Oh, but hits the gate and again manages to stay up. Excellent. Excellent recoveries here by John. Run is going well. Looking at the bar up top. 30 seconds should be enough time to finish. Oh, but goes down. Commentator's curse. Oh, and hits another Jerry, but stays up. Bounces off that skier. Staying in the middle. I think those trees are just there to deter the people hanging onto the sides. And crosses the line with just 3 seconds left, but still manages to clear our blue square run, Cotton Candy. And with a stage time of 1 minute, 46.72 seconds, John moves into provisional first place after 2 stages. On to our next competitor, Dave. Dave takes his place and gets started with that wonderful sprite. Keeping it really calm, only turning when he absolutely had to. Oh. Clipping the insides of the gates, but managing to go through most, and commentator's curse, but he stays up. Goes through the gates cleanly, bounces off that Jerry, hits the pole, but stays up. Doing some bunny hops. Oh, manages to get through. Moguls lining the course. Tight right gate, tight left gate. Tight right gate again on this sweeping right-hand corner. Dave doing an excellent job getting back and forth across the course. Oh, but clips that skier from behind and goes down. Dodges the trees. Mogul signifying we're in the bottom third of this run. Oh, hits the tree trying to get through the gates and ends up on his face. Narrowly avoids that tree. Skims around the skier. Jumps over the tree. Oh, almost brilliant. This is a rough time to take a crash. The finish line is in sight. Oh, and crossing the line with 0.8 of a second remaining, Dave manages to clear the blue square, Cotton Candy. And with a stage time of 1 minute, 49.2 seconds, Dave manages to sneak into first place. Provisional first, that is. Let's move on to our next run, Sarah. And Sarah's off. All of our competitors seem to be doing much better about staying nice and tight and straight, and Sarah with erratic movements. I really need to stop saying nice things about people. They seem to do poorly right afterwards. So far, Sarah has cleared all of the gates. Oh, but clips the skier and doesn't make it through the gate. Oh, bouncing around. Nice dodge of that skier. And we clip the gate. Oh, staying inside. This is excellent, excellent work. Little bounce to the outside, a jump off a mogul. And now we're into the much tighter middle section of this course. Clips the gate, dodges the trees. Oh, misses that gate. Hits a tree and clips that gate, but stays up. And finishes navigating through these tight gates, and now we're into this bottom section. This section has much more unpredictable trees, but the gates are a little bit wider, and the skiers are more reckless. Accelerating again right at the end, but oh, unfortunately runs out of time. Pizzas to a stop. And finishing a little bit past the minutes marker on our leaderboard. So we'll see how that comes into play. So Sarah does not finish our blue square cotton candy and is currently in 3rd place. Let's see how far Felice can make it. And Felice on the starting line and off. They too are also keeping a wonderfully straight path on the beginning. Accelerating speed, but manages to clip the gate. Okay, here we go. The gates going back and forth across. Oh, clips another one. Clips another one. This series of tumbles, but not falling. Oh, again, another one. All right, slows down, recenter themselves. Almost went off the course there. Trying to pass this very inconsiderate skier. Know the rules of the mountain. Bouncing off gates, but managing to make it. And now we're into the tight gates. This middle section is very technical. Misses that one. The misses really slow you down. Bounces off, makes those next 2 gates. On this one, clips it, but stays up. They're through another gate. 25 seconds remaining. Oh, clips a gate, almost hits a tree. Is moving very slowly. Needs to build up speed. All right, we're cleared the tight gate section and we're into the bottom. Slows down after missing that gate. Desperately trying to make it, but time runs out. And finishing a little bit past the Y of cotton candy, Felice does not finish our 2nd stage. And with that DNF, and not making it quite as far as Sarah, Felice is unfortunately in 4th place. Now then, our 2 final competitors. Let's see how far they can make it down our 3rd stage, Skid Row. Up first is John of Youbetchastan. The Youbetchastanian athlete is off. Dodges the skiers, stays through the gates. This run looks a little denser. Oh, we have the snowmen and wow, this game really ramps up the difficulty for this 3rd and final run. Okay. John is getting bounced around like a pinball. Just dodging for his life. Oh, thought he was gonna stay up there. Oh. It's another sled and a ski. 2 skiers fly past, taunting John. Alright, there's some really sharp corners here. Bouncing off of a skier's head, I believe. Unfortunately, this is not Mario, and that does not make them go away. Tight to the left, tight to the right, back to the left. Oh, hitting every snowman and taking a tumble. It's another snowman, manages to stay up. Hits another snowman, goes down this time. Oh, bounces off the last snowman, bouncing twice, trying to recenter himself. About 5 seconds left, let's see how far he can make it. And that'll do it for John, making it about halfway between the W and the 1 minute marker. So with John's DNF on Skid Row, currently has him in second. As long as Dave can finish or makes it further, Dave will win the gold. And here we go. This top section seems innocuous enough. Managing to slow down after missing that gate. Oh boy, here they come. Sledders irresponsibly crossing left and right across the track. People built snowmans all over the place. Is this a slalom run or a death trap? It's made it into the tight left and right section. Jumping the snowman expertly. Oh, clips a skier, goes down on his face. Commentator's curse once again. It's like I have a superpower. Jumps the snowman. Jumps another snowman. Is rapidly approaching the position where John timed out with about 30 seconds left on the clock. I think Dave has passed John at this point, but let's see how far he can make it. Skier seems things have calmed down a little bit. Hugs a tree but stays on the skis. Last set of gates and across the finish line, Dave manages to finish the Black Diamond Skid Row run, dodging the skiers and the sledders and the snowmen, and puts in a time of 1 minute 29.52 seconds for a combined total of 4 minutes 12.76 seconds and the gold medal. And the final standings for slalom. Dave gets the gold for Tierra de los Hermanos hook with a final time of 4 minutes 12.76 seconds. The silver goes to John of Youbetchastan, who ended up making it most of the way down stage 3. The bronze to Sarah of Imperium Ludum, making it a little more than 2/3 of the way down stage 2. And in 4th place of Daisy Baby Bitch territory, Felice, also making it only partway through stage 2. Moving on to our overall medal count, Tierra de los Hermanos hook picks up another gold and has a commanding lead out in front with 4 gold, no silver, and 1 bronze. Imperium Ludum in 2nd place with 2 gold, 2 silver, and 2 bronze. Youbetchastan in 3rd place with 3 silver and 1 bronze. And Daisy Baby Bitch territory with 1 silver and 2 bronze, bringing up 4th place. The individual medal count, Rick still has a 1st place lead with 2 gold and 1 silver to Dave's 2 gold and 1 bronze. Peter and Jeff are tied for 3rd with a gold each. John in 5th place with 3 silver and 1 bronze. Lindsay and Sarah tied for 6th with 1 silver and 2 bronze. And Felice in 8th place with no medals. Yet. Thank you very, very much for joining us for Slalom, a presentation of The Games. Please join us for our next event, Skeleton. I have been Teti, aka the Evilhipi. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day.